leveling the playing field is so complicated to enforce. I mean, the idea is that with Illinois, you had your 6.25 state rate that historically you only had to pay that if you didn't have any sort of physical presence in the state. A few years ago, they adopted leveling the playing field to try to make it so if you were a remote seller and an in-state seller, you're on leveling the playing field. But there was this sort of loophole where if you just had some physical presence in the state, then you were still only subject to that 6.25. Like you have a remote employee, you're only subject to the 6.25. Versus if you were a pure remote seller, then you were subject to both the state and the local and having to deal with destination sourcing for those sales versus origin sourcing for those in-state businesses. There are a couple pending cases as to whether it's constitutional. I think they'll probably succeed. Both that I'm aware of are at the Texas Tribunal. One of them is our case, and one of them is another case.